This is my Nea testing. I'll be going through the test plan. First thing on the test plan is registration. You just leave it empty, and as you can see it says please enter a username. Let me enter in a username that already exists, and you'll see username already in use. Let me put in a username that doesn't exist. Let me have nothing in there, and you'll see password needs to be longer than 7 characters. Right, let me make a password and just have incorrect there. As you can see it says confirm password is not the same as the password. So when I enter it correctly, it's success. Right. Let me put in a username that does not exist. And I say username does not exist. I put test2 and an incorrect password, and it will say incorrect password. I'll log in correctly and success, and it will take me to the main menu. Next test is to see if the main menu UI works. If I click on help, you can see all the options coming up. If I go back, click on help again, it tells you everything, player controls, objects, game features. I can keep doing it. Good work. Settings, you can change it all. And then go back in settings again, and as you can see it's still the same as I left it. Go back into it, and as you can see it's the same. Right, leaderboard, there's only 8 players right now, but you can see the scores, and it's a new account that we just made, test2. Go back into leaderboard again. You can see it's still the same. In my earlier testing video where I showed the whole game, in there you can see the score updating after you finish the game. Right, next one on the list is test if game scene loads. So when we press play, you can see that the game scene loads. Alright, next is to test if the player can move and crouch. So when I press W, I'm going forward, pressing D, I'm going to the right, pressing A, going to the left, pressing S, I'm going backwards. Same with the arrow keys, pressing forward, go forward, left, right, backwards. And when I press C, I'm crouching. You can see in the bottom left hand corner the crouch UI and the standing UI. Next one is to test if the player can rotate. So here I'm moving my mouse, and you can see I can look up, down, right, left. The player is able to rotate. Right. Next one is to test the movement of the enemies. This one I have done in my field of view video. You can see that one there, the test portals. Okay, portals, you can see you can look at any side, the other portals there on top, and you can see through it perfectly, and when you go through it you get teleported. You can see it. I can't go through this right now because there's a put the teleport cooldown. Right, next one is test leaderboard that I've done in my game, the first video where I show the whole game. Test player UI again. So here, if you look at the bottom left, the yellow bar, when I'm sprinting, you can see it go down. When I'm not sprinting, you can see it go back up. So that part works. At the bottom right, you can see me shooting, and my ammo is going down. When I reload, my total ammo reduces. You can see when the enemy attacks me, my armor goes down first. Once I have no armor, it will start reducing my health. Let me show you that. You can see the armor is now gone and the health is being reduced. If I am to pick up some armor, you will see that the enemy, that my armor would be reduced first, and then the health would be reduced. Right. At the top, you can see the compass. It's changing coordinates as I rotate. It shows you north, west, east, south, all the positions. Right. Next on the test plan is test sound. So sound wise, you can hear the gun shooting. Then you can hear the background music, like the birds tweaking, and then the enemies when they're attacking. And in my, I don't think you can hear it right now, but you can hear the player footsteps. I showed it in my first video where I went through the whole game. You can hear the player footsteps. Right. Next on the test plan is test pathfinding. Now I've done that on my field of view and pathfinding test. That's the second video. Test weapons. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is minimize the plane, go to console, right.